Good morning. Welcome back to A Life Worth Living. I'm Frederick Groth, and I believe that God has a plan and purpose for everyone, and I have a message of hope and truth to show you a life worth living. This morning we're in Numbers chapter 5, and there are three main principles in the scripture. And of course, you gotta pick one. And the one I've picked is really about sickness and disease, but how we can apply this to our lives. So here's the deal. The commandment of God was to any contagious disease, any lepers or contagious disease, was to be taken and quarantined outside the camp. They were to remove it from the camp so that it wouldn't spread among the rest of the people until it was cured. And how does this apply to success and living, a life worth living? Well, every one of us has those things, those thoughts, those little roots that can get into our mind and distract us and turn us away from our destiny, turn us away from our goals, turn us away from the purpose that God has given us, and they can literally destroy us. Just a little thought. See, there's this idea in Scripture about the root of bitterness. And it's just a root. But see, even a root can grow into a mighty tree, can grow into a mighty forest. And when the root is allowed to grow, when it's allowed to flourish, it can destroy you. So, my thought this morning is this. We need to be self-aware. Okay, because leprosy is one of the diseases that they wanted to remove. And it seems to be a contagious disease. It's very debilitating. And later on in our modern history and our modern medicine, we've discovered that leprosy really isn't the falling off of appendages and fingers and ears and eyes and all these things, but rather it's the deadening of the nerves so that you no longer feel anything. And when you get a scratch, it never heals because you can't feel it, and you continue to bleed and fester, and infection sets in, and rats would come along and just eat the fingers off the body because you can't feel anything. See, when we allow these roots in our life, when we allow these contagions to flourish in our life, we become deadened to the pain of failure, deadened to the joy of success, deadened to anything around us, and our emotions no longer work properly. And it behooves us to be self-aware, to say, you know what, this doesn't feel right. I need to change something. We discover the root and we tear it out and we throw it away and we burn it and we get it away from us, because we can't allow ourselves to be overcome by the little things. And it is just the little things that will destroy you. We can see walls for miles away, and we can have time to figure out how to either go through it or go over it or go around it. But it's the little roots, the little seeds that take root and, that's nothing. Well, that'll be alright. I don't need to worry about that. And the next thing you know, your marriage is gone, your business is gone, your goals are out the door. You've got nothing to show for all your work. We've got to get these things out of our life, these contagions, these roots, this deadening of our nerves, and just get it out. It's so important to your success that you don't keep holding on to the little crap. It will destroy you. Forgive. Let it go. I'm going to say it again. Forgive and let it go. Forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's freedom for you. It's so that you can be free from the anguish and the pain and all the tightness and oppression that you put upon yourself because of what has happened. Forgive and be free. Get rid of those things that deaden the nerves that can spread throughout all your body and destroy you and your mind. Now, this was a bit of heavy stuff today, but you know what? It's time for us to get up and grab the day and seize the day and go and live a life worth living. God bless you. Get the crap out.